Well, I have been trying to document what this year is like. Oh yeah, cats. That's what all that is on my hand. What it's like as a person with avoidant personality disorder when, your entire family disappears on you. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I've got to say, this is brutal. Even though my son is never happy and never satisfied and wants to fight about everything, and that's what makes him happy, I truly expected him to be around on Thanksgiving. And have him complain that he hates turkey and everything else. I thought he'd be here. This is hard. In my family, I think I already said this. In my family, Thanksgiving was the family holiday where it was just the immediate family. And we were all fetching, but we were all together making the food. I'm not cooking tomorrow at all. It's weird, it's bizarre, it's wrong. Going grocery shopping and seeing all the stuff and not buying it, I feel like I'm not a good American. I feel I'm not a good person. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Even before I had my kid, I would make... Well, wait a minute. Was I ever alone? Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever been alone on Thanksgiving. Specifically, Christmas, yes. Thanksgiving, I don't think so. It's probably half the reason why this is so brutal. And I always cooked. And I'm not this year. I've decided I'm going to do the other American tradition, which is go find a restaurant that's open and go get food. And then the other family tradition we had, it was weird growing up. See, my father wanted everybody to leave so that he could watch the football game in peace, and he would do the dishes after. So he would wash the dishes during the commercial, get that all taken care of, and we would all leave so that he could do it on his own and go see a movie. So I'm going to probably go see a movie tomorrow, depending on how busy they are. It's supposed to be a snowstorm tomorrow, on top of everything else. It's been a bad day. I mean, it helps that yesterday was just hellacious, exhausting. I don't think I took my pills yesterday. I have vitamins and stuff like that I take. Maybe that affected it. I don't know. Whatever. It's vitamins. Who gives a crap if you miss pills? But maybe. Today, I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying so hard to be optimistic and look forward. I went and bought a Christmas tree. Again, family tradition says the day after Thanksgiving you're supposed to put up a Christmas tree. This is before Black Friday hell. So I had the brilliant idea to buy it today. I'm actually allergic to pine trees. So maybe that's not the smartest thing, but whatever. I bought a Christmas tree. I bought new lights so it'll be all pretty. And I just feel like garbage. I mean, I think it's counterintuitive. But when the doctors overreact, it puts something in your head that, oh, maybe they were doing this for a reason. Oh, by the way, this is Poppy. He has white feet. And he's a big guy. But it put something in my head like, Maybe I'm worse off than I thought. I mean, they're freaking out. I was not impressed that. Okay, so what happened yesterday was I had a follow-up appointment because I had surgery last month. And every time I go to the doctor's office, they make me fill out a questionnaire about my depression. And when I filled it out, it's actually higher. Well, whatever. Better. I don't know if it's higher or whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, whatever the scale is, better than what I normally do. And yet I had a newbie doctor who freaked out and sent me to the ER because she couldn't handle at all that there was anything other than happy, joyous, life is beautiful, 100% on everything. What really, I was like, are you kidding me? They got in touch with my therapist. My therapist is in private practice. I mean, it would be one thing if he was affiliated with a hospital, but he's not. I'm like, are you kidding? You tracked this guy down and you sent him information about me and you sent him a message. I'm like, are you kidding? This guy is off the job. There's no point. You don't need to do that. Come on. You're harassing the guy. This is seriously what I'm thinking. And then, so he called and left a message on my phone, which of course I couldn't have my phone because I'm in the hospital in the ER and they make you take it, put it away and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? So I had to send him a text when I got home, which was like 1 o'clock in the morning or something, explaining that it was just this doctor that, had no brain and couldn't make a judgment on her own. He's like, I kind of thought that's what it was. Literally, he sent me a text back saying that when he found it was a new doctor, that it was probably just nervous about my ideation. And that's what he figured. I'm like, okay, well, good. Glad that you didn't get too hyped up about it. Uh-oh, he's going to start biting me. You going to start biting me? Anyway. So yeah, this is hard. So on one hand, I mean, I've said it myself. I kind of wish that maybe it would be better if I was just a complete hermit and didn't have anybody. But it is really sick that even the people who are abusive to you is better than nothing. There's a reason I've heard it said that avoidant people are one of the most, I don't want to use the word devoted, but that's what sticks in my head. They're of the people who are most likely to stick with any relationship, no matter how bad. Oh, Pixie's going to jump up here and freak him out. Anyway, Pix, be nice. I hear you, be nice. Jealous. She did jump up, but she didn't freak him out. Okay. Anyway, that they'll stick with somebody no matter how bad they treat them. No matter how bad the relationship is. What are you doing, Cat? Oh, she's trying to find a place to go to sleep. Now Poppy's freaked because he sees her. Anyway, okay, go ahead and bite me if you need to. Yeah, so it is against your nature as an avoidant person to not have people in your life, even if, or maybe even, especially if somebody's been abusive to you. I mean, that feels right to you. It feels correct to you. It's like these people who are mistreating you are treating, at least they're being honest compared to how everybody else in the world is. That they're lying to you and being fake. Somebody else is jumping in the other room. Freaking Poppy out. It's okay, Pop. So So you stick by somebody even if they treat you like garbage, and then when they leave, it's an unbelievable hole. And even, I'm sorry, but the argument, well, at least you're not being abused now, doesn't hold water. Look at him pushing his feet out. Because being abused, it's better than nothing, and I have nothing now. And it's really, really hard. And like I said, it was really bad timing that they made me do this stupid evaluation yesterday, because there was a part of me in my head going, I got nobody. I got nothing. And maybe this is the time. This is not accurate. I'll know when the time comes. It does suck because I had a fantastic time on my vacation. It was busy. It was stressful. It was awesome. And now it's ruined because of this stupid doctor. I mean, that's putting it in a really harsh way. But really, that's become the forefront of, oh, they're worried about me. Well, then there's probably a reason why they're worried about me. And so that must be what I'm thinking. I must be closer than I realize. I'm not. But this is still brutal. And I am very much trying to put some things in place for future. Next week I'm going to be in Boston again. I'm going to go see a Celtics game, which is insane on every count. I mean, it's in a massive group of people. But again, I've said this many times, there's the type of people who need to have very few people, and this type of people that hide in a crowd. I'm definitely a hide in a crowd type person. I think it will be okay. It'll probably be a waste of money, but who cares? I think I'm going to go down and visit my son. I'm expecting it to be a major, giant disaster. I'm expecting it to last, drive 225 or something miles, for him to abuse me for 5 minutes straight, turn around and leave, and that's it. I mean, that's really dumb. That's really dumb to do that. I'd set myself up like that. But the same day I'm doing all that crap, I'm actually having another doctor's appointment. This time it's a surgeon. Because, okay, this is TMI, whatever. And I'm sure I've told you all about this before. I had symptoms. Symptoms led to me having a colonoscopy. When I was having the prep for this colonoscopy, which is basically not eating, that's what triggered a gallbladder attack, and then I had to have gallbladder removal. So I had a colonoscopy, and then the next day I had emergency surgery for a gallbladder to come out. And when they did the colonoscopy, they did find a problem. It is most likely not cancer, like really, really most likely not cancer. But it was too big for them to handle during colonoscopy, so I have to have a surgeon go in and do a little repair. Great. And this all happened on the same day next week. It's going to be fabulous. I'm not having the surgery. I'm having the meet the surgeon for him to say, yeah, this is what we're going to do and this is what it's going to take to fix you, basically. So next week's going to be pretty much hellacious too. The issue is getting through tomorrow and the next day. The tradition going back, my entire life is the day after Thanksgiving you put up a Christmas tree. Like I said, I'm sort of trying to break that timeline a little bit and do it slightly early. I have the tree. I could actually put it up tonight and at least like put lights on it or some stupid thing, or in the morning or something like that. Because I've got hours and hours and hours with nothing to fill it. I keep watching lame sort of TV shows type things. Really hard. Again, the concentration level is so low. My therapist left me a voicemail and took me 3 tries to actually listen and hear it. I listened to the entire voicemail 3 times, but I didn't actually hear what the guy was saying. It was like, Peanuts, adults, wah, 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 type thing. It just did not go into my head. I just couldn't hear it. Here comes the cough again. Sorry about that. Yes, I still have the cold. It's much, much improved. And I've clearly been talking too long. Pops is purring. Sorry. I don't know. It's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. I don't know. And I think a lot of this is it's not my choice. I had a brutal time. I moved to a city I had never been to before. I was going to college and I moved there 2 months early because... Thanks, Pops. Give me a bite to let me know I'm not supposed to pet you. Fine, whatever, dude. I kept telling people it was because of my car. I needed to get another inspection and I didn't want to waste the money. The truth is, I was finding people to socialize with. And I didn't want that to continue in case they became too important to me and I wouldn't have left to go to school. I would have decided to blow off school and stay with them. And that is the honest to God truth. True avoidant type reaction. And that was hard. That was really hard. But that was also my choice. This, what I'm going through here, in no way is my choice. I'm really annoyed, to say the least, by the doctors, etc., who are like, well, it actually is, you could do something. You could interact with somebody. No, I can't. There's nobody. My oldest friend, I'm not even sure where he is right now. I think he's in California. I'm not sure. But I mean, whatever. There's nobody within 1,000 miles of me. Okay, well, there's my kid, but he's not interacting with me. He won't react to me. He won't answer calls. He won't take my calls. Other than that, and again, he is abusive to me, and there's unfortunately no other way of describing it. Seriously, 1,000 miles is the closest person that I would interact with, that I know. And it would be very terribly awkward if I actually interacted with them, because it's been so damn long since I talked to these people. And I'm a bummer. I'm a major bummer for me to call and say, oh, yeah, everybody in my family is gone. Everything sucks. I mean, this is not... yes, I went on this trip. I went on this great trip. And superficially, I'm doing these things. I keep doing these things. Like, I'm planning this trip next week to Massachusetts. I am doing that. I have all new lights for my Christmas tree this year. I am doing that. And it's very surface, and underneath it, it's brutal. It's hard. It's very, very hard. I just feel like everything is wrong. That's how it feels. And I know that's too simplistic. I know that's not really describing it. It's like I'm walking around on the wrong planet. I'm doing everything wrong. I'm not cooking, which is supposed to be great. It's so annoying. It's so annoying hearing these people going, oh, wow, look at this great thing. Look at this great thing. You don't have to cook. You don't get abused by the people anymore. Well, that's something to be good for. I'm not going to end up with another massive concussion or whatever. You know what? It's pretty disgusting that is the options. Either be completely alone or know that at any point you could have a major injury done to you by the people that you're interacting with. That's gross. That's highly abnormal. And again, that sort of abnormality in my head proves the avoidance. Because that's wrong and abnormal for that type of thing to go on. But that's consistently what happens in my life. Now you can go all Dr. Phil, where you choose the people that you interact with. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't choose to interact with this type of situation. As a matter of fact, I definitely choose not to interact because I choose not to interact with people at all. Because the people who interact with me act like that. And I think I bring out the worst in people. I think I take decent people and turn them into monsters. I've been told that type of thinking is delusional. Whatever. I can't force people. It's just like you can't force people to be better. You can't force them to be worse. And there's nothing intrinsic about any person that would suddenly make you, capable of bringing out the worst in people. That's kind of nuts talking. That's kind of consistently what happens with me, though. Like every time, like 100% over decades. If I was a gambling addict, I'd say I'm due a positive. But I'm not a gambling addict. And so it's sucking hardcore right now, that's all. Because, again, what I know and what I'm supposed to be doing is not happening. And it's completely wrong. And I can do these little things to try to sort of fake it so that it kind of seems like I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing as close as I can to what I quote unquote should be, what I feel like I should be doing. But it's not happening. I mean, to people out there who stay by themselves every year on Thanksgiving, I'm sorry. I know I'm saying things that are different from your experience. In my experience, it's completely wrong to be totally by yourself on Thanksgiving. Christmas is actually okay, but Thanksgiving is not. Thanksgiving is the family holiday as far as I'm concerned. In my family, they would have like stupid, concocted religious wars on Christmas. It was dumb. Not a Catholic all year until Christmas, and then wanting to dictate to people how to live their life based on I'm such a devout Catholic. Stupid. Anyway, I keep rambling. The point is, I'm getting through this even though I'm questioning. Definitely more than normal. because everything feels wrong. Everything is wrong. It's completely different from last year. Last year I had to do basically 3 Thanksgivings. This year I'm doing none. Which is fine by me. I don't actually like eating turkey. I could make myself a pie. Like, easily. If that's what the issue was. I could make myself almost all of, except the turkey. I don't know the turkey, but I could make myself, like, seriously, I could, with the ingredients in my house, I could whip together a Thanksgiving if I wanted to. And but I don't want all that effort and I don't want all that work. Put up a tree, major effort, big pain in the ass, but it's pretty for about a month. So again, I'm trying to do all the positives of the holiday. It's really weird to not give in to doing the crap that everybody else wanted me to do all the time, but just to do the parts that I'm interested in. And I'm trying very much to do those things and ignore the rest. Okay, I don't want to cook an entire Thanksgiving meal and I don't want to deal with all the leftovers and all that crap. Then just don't. It's just me. Just don't. It still feels wrong. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I've been rambling and saying the same thing over and over and over and over. It just is. You lose everybody when you're avoiding. It feels wrong. Duh. Anybody could have told you that. I don't know. Hey, Pop, what are you doing? Oh, you're having a bath. Alright, I'm going to end this now. Bye.